Ladies and gentlemen, send the kiddies away. This is a sailor striptease. Are you all titillated? Good, because the algorithm tells me that that's what I'm supposed to do, and in the first couple seconds. But really, in this video, I'm going to have this very, very special sailor here take off all of her gear, and we're going to talk about it and go through it all, and I'm actually going to show you some valuable stuff for you having to put all of your gear together to go sailing in colder weather. And without further ado, introduce our sailor. Ahoy, hoy, I am Captain Boomy's professional captain, but sometimes I get accused of being one of these bikini YouTubers, which really confuses me because that's not really what I do around here. Really today, though, we are going to be talking to Captain Jayne Durden, who is an amazing charter captain, sailing coach, docking coach, and all-around badass sailor. And I'm always very impressed with her gear. If I'm 100% honest with you, having good gear out on the water is going to be the number one thing that makes it that you can get more, bigger, better sea time and safer sea miles overall, because you're going to be protected from the elements. So let's figure out what we're supposed to be wearing. This is Captain Jayne. You just saw her do something very fun and exciting in taking off all her gear. And I don't know if you noticed how long that took, but I sped that stuff up. And it really does take layers upon layers to get out there in January and even the mid-Atlantic. I mean, but you've been sailing up in the Northeast and crazy stuff.
Yeah, I've been up Long Island Sound, we went out to Bermuda just in December. It was cold. I had ice in my slip and ice around the boat. It makes a great noise. And ice on the water when you're sitting on the fly bridge of a Lagoon 46. It's cold. You're doing 9 knots, it's really cold.
I hate that.
So whatever you can do to stay warm, don't let yourself get cold. Don't get cold, because once you're cold, it's really hard to get warm.
Okay, so let's talk about layer number 1 is clearly something comfortable and form-fitting.
These are my Amazon specials, and these are fleece-lined leggings. But they do something even better. I don't know if I can show you down here, but they go over your feet. So the bottom of it has this little fancy thing, and so you can't get a gap between your socks.
So smart.
Yeah, and while we're here, color coordinated. I love these. These are done tough, wool, 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 nothing cotton. Got me getting there. So,
well, and then we should talk about your boots then too, because those are some fancy boots. Like, those are some.
So happy with these boots. These are deluxe boots, and these are proper sailing boots. They've got Gore-Tex on the inside, leather on the outside. They're waterproof. It's not what I've usually sailed in though. So what I've usually had is a pair of $90 Gill knee-high, basically rubber boots, fancy rubber boots with gaiters on them. So they've just got to be waterproof. Once you get wet, you're done. And they've got to be longer than you expect. So a lot of people wear those little short ones that you get at West Marine, and you'll get a gap in your boots, and your boots will fill up. That's fun.
All right, let's move on up. So you've got this nice pink.
This is another Amazon special.
Okay.
This is a merino top. It's not the name brand, but you can get it for just, a bit cheaper. Works great. Oh, and I got a free pair of socks. What else could you ask for? Now, I don't usually wear this because I like sleeves on it. What I've got is this. Anything like this, so this is a lightly lined puffer jacket to keep you warm, and I do like a bit of down. Again, if down gets wet, it's no good, but if I can keep that on the inside, and that's really light, but it's
So here's what I'm gonna tell you. It is super light. I can tell it's super breathable. This is the smartest layer that I don't have personally. This is probably what's making such a big difference. What's the layer above this nice light thing?
For me, it's just my fowlies. So,
So this is a full bib.
this is full bib. Go and get the most high-tech fabric that you can get. These are lined. This is Gore-Tex. It's reinforced on the back side. You'll see I've still got another layer that goes underneath. Best part about these is it's got zips on both sides, so I can go to the bathroom.
She can go to the bathroom.
On top of these, a friend of mine got me into these. These are, I don't think they're sailing pants. These are Duluth trading pants. So I keep these with me all the time. Usually when I take people out on Happy Place, there'll be someone who's cold. And these have got enough that they can stop the wind. They're not waterproof, which is why I just wear them like this. But then I pop them over the top of everything else. So again, it's not fashion. You buy them a little bit bigger, and so they fit over your fancy things, and then they go nicely underneath those.
All right, let's talk about the thing that everybody sees now. Where are we at? We're
on the top.
We're on the top.
So,
Oh man.
this is my piece of gear that I love. So this is great for offshore when I'm warm. It's not when I need all the layers or I'm like, I'm tight and I can't move my arms.
Let's talk about you're new to sailing, you're trying to build your kit up. I mean, your number one and number two are gonna be, it's gonna be your spray jacket. It's got you can't even see this, but it's got the little gasket sleeves that make it so that no water is getting in here, and people really don't realize how important that is until they get to wear one of these and no water gets in.
Put your hands up and it all comes down there.
It's fantastic the first time you figure that out. But you've got, the one thing that really surprised me is your glove setup.
So these are the best things I have. I love these. These are little merino liners. They're so good that the place I got them at they'll put everything else on sale, but not these. These are worth it. Something like this is really worth it. In the wintertime, I don't wear my sailing gloves. I switch to these, and then I love these. These are my these are driver's gloves is what they call them, but there are plenty of other ones.
They look like ski gloves to me.
They do look like ski gloves, and we'll talk about that in a minute. What I really like about these though, again, they're big, and then they've got their own gusset on this, and so you layer your gear up. So usually you're putting these on last, right? And you can gusset that up or put one of them in and put the other one over there. But once this goes on, my left hand at least is good. My texting finger is still out, so that's good. Yeah.
Can I ask a really annoying question?
Yeah.
What is the most expensive piece of your kit? When it was new.
When it was new, probably the jacket or the fowlies. And I don't have the most expensive ones. That you can spend $1,000 pretty easily just on your fowly pants. I don't have that kind of money. This jacket's a few $100s, and this is a good offshore jacket. So you're looking at, for those two pieces, if you did want good gear like that, $700. Come to the boat show. Get some good discounts.
Boat shows are great places to find discounts. Your local sailing club probably has a discount code for some company or other. And I'll throw a discount code down in this video if I can find one for some kind of gear. This was awesome. Would you mind telling folks where they can find you and get some coaching, training, some more? She's also an internet exciting person.
I'm not as exciting as she is. So I'm Jayne Durden, and I'm at Sailing Happy Place. You can find me at sailinghappyplace.com and also on Instagram. And while Kate does all of the fun stuff, I do the practical stuff. I'm reviewing gear, and I'm sort of showing you what it's like to go out. If you'd like to get better, if you'd like to learn from the get-go, come out and come sailing with me. You can come on my boat, or I'll come on your boat.
Eyebrow waggle. I really can't do that, it's terrible.